I wrote this. All writings are to be copied for...
Whoa.
Idiodin. Oran gulimiti michanesterina excelesti.
You can't have it!
I guess the
How will I find Aya among all these endless scrolls?
Κυρίου εδώ θα μου παραγγείλεις.
Όχι! Της μέιζονος αφροσύνης.
All right. Serapis. Now what? Where is Aya?
Ah, Serapis. I wrote a tragic-comic pastoral epic centered on him.
Ah.
You're Baya, yes? Aya's eager to see you.
She said.
Quickly, follow me. I am sorry, my good fellow. You appear to be drunk. This library is for serious scholars only. She is in hiding.
Who are you?
Ah, interested in Homeric verse, eh? This way, please. I am Aya's cousin, Vanos.
Ah, yes, Vanos. Nice to meet you in person. Tell me what is happening with Aya. Why are you being so discreet?
Gennadios sent his men on a house-to-house search. Often they drag people into the street and torture them for information. Typical of the system we live under.
Gennadios.
A monster. Philakitae of Alexandria. He is ravaging the city to find her.
And where is she now?
I have a very powerful friend, Apollodorus. No doubt you have heard of him.
I have not.
You will. In any case, he made a hiding place available to Aya after she ran into trouble.
But what happened? You do not answer me.
It is a mess of political intrigue. She will explain all. Fear not.
Move out of the road.
Look! There's Vanos! He thinks he's a poet!
The modern Sophocles.
This is as far as I go. The way to Aya is found in the monument ahead. Right there.
I missed you.
Never again should we spend months apart. We only have each other. Without him, what?
Let us be together. Us two. Each to each.
I have news.
You are scarred by justice.
I bludgeoned Medunamun with this.
I hate that we have to do these things. But I am grateful that you did.
If I am honest, I took pleasure in it. I've missed your touch.
I have missed touching you. I killed as well. Actaeon. I hunted him down and discovered a mask in his room. When he returned, I forced him to wear it. Then I thrust this knife through his eye slits.
Aya.
But I was careless. Another of the masked ones tracked me to my home. It was even more difficult.
We have one more. Then, we will be done.
Look at this. I took it from Actaeon. Apollodorus tells me it is a papyrus from the Royal Council, which means the snake is in Ptolemy's court.
How does this Apollodorus know these things?
He has informants everywhere, because of his work with Cleopatra.
But Cleopatra? She's been declared a criminal.
By her treacherous brother, yes. She plans to take back the throne. She wants the snake dead as much as we do. And she trusts me. She gave me this to slit his throat. It's an ancient blade that killed the tyrant Xerxes. A weapon of justice.
Ingenious. Ah. I will go to the palace and discover who uses the seal of the snake. And I will use this.
You'll find plenty of information in the Royal Scribe's office. He spends his time at the bathhouse. Go search the palace while he's away.
And you?
I cannot leave here as long as Gennadios walks the streets. He is determined to kill me.
In addition to the snake, I will see what I can learn of this Gennadios and silence him.
Discover who the snake is and show him the face of death. I'll meet you at the Paneo. I've killed both the snake and Gennadios.
My heart aches until I see you again.
As does mine, my love.
What's this?
That leads to the docks. I can't believe Thanos had you go through the pit. Who is this snake?
I have yet to discover that.
The clue must be there in the palace. Search for the seal found upon the letter. It's too dangerous to leave this den as long as Gennadios and his men are searching for me. The seal will certainly be found within the palace. I cannot leave this den as long as Gennadios lives.
By order. Gennadios will reward useful information most generously, but refusal to volunteer relevant information will be dealt with harshly. Citizens well know the... I said I told you.
Gennadios' men have been harassing.
Oh, us. Hold there.
Hey, Askenazma da Dudanestin.
I should not be seen in this area.
Hey, what?
Hey, what the... Got you now.
Alarm! Follow me!
Hey!
Time's up, Doc.
Reports in from the provinces. Cleopatra. Die.
Wait a minute.
Die, die!
Hey, what? No. Hey, wait! Time is up!
Worthless.
You've fallen into my...
Rouse yourself! Trouble here!
What? Thank you.
Looks important. Locked. A ladder. A ladder.
Hey,
Cut him off!
ladder. A ladder. Ah, a key. Official papers. This chest belongs to the royal scribe himself, Eudoros. False bottom. A letter.
Esteemed Ibis, the Pharaoh remains compliant and is our puppet in all things. Act with caution in Siwa. The murder of the Heron was but the first. 2 from among us here in Alexandria have also been killed. However, the situation is under control. Gennadios is actively questioning the populace. We commend your efforts, Ibis. Long life.
Stamped with the seal of the snake. The snake is Eudoros, the royal scribe. I have said that the royal scribe is often at the bathhouse. I will kill that naked ear that Eudoros there.
Ηλικιώτης ανθρώπων, πού και έχει πέρας.
Eudoros is here again. I love coming here. The building alone is worth the scuffle. Look up at those expansive ceilings. Simply divine.
Is everything to your liking, my lord?
The water's a bit tepid. Such incompetence.
Hey, you! Stop! Ptolemy is a chinless simpleton.
Monitus,
My lord,
you have
are you
consumed
properly
too
served?
much wine.
Quiet. See that my towels are...
They will attack on sight here. and be done with it!
May the gods curse you. What cause have you to kill me?
It was you who murdered my son before my eyes!
You are a fool.
At the temple, in Siwa!
That forsaken shithole? I had nothing to do with that disaster.
It is too late for your lies. Anubis awaits. It is worth the loss to slay the snake at last.
The snake? The snake will never die.
Son of Apep, the Lord of the Duat awaits.
Eudoros, killed! Oh, dear gods, he's been murdered. Look at the blood. But he was so handsome. It's Eudoros' poor soul.
Need to get you in the ground.
Wait a second.
Let's cut this trash. Speak some guts. Hey now, then. Rip you to shreds.
Eudoros has been killed! The royal scribe is dead!
Ουδεπόποτε ώρα κάτι αυτή να φωνία.
Χέρι. Κετεύω προς γονάτων σε άκους όλους. Παχέχμενο. Μούνες χέδε.
Κεραυναίων δία. Τι το έστι.
Who shot that?
There you are. Let's move. I am the Philakitai of Alexandria. Army is down. Why are you here? Halt!
I must be careful now.
Nothing. Make sure the coast is clear.
Hey! Think I'm easy meat? You will pay, corpse.
Why have you dragged me into the land of the dead?
You sought to kill my wife.
Your whore of a wife is a murderess, willfully and wantonly. I did my duty as a Philagetai, and for this you have taken my life. Is your vengeance above all law, Medjay? Be warned. The Philakes will hunt you down and exact revenge.
May the Hidden One walk beside you. The Lord of the Duat awaits.
Death for you. Hey! Θηρίου δόθημα παραγγείλησε.
Oi, μέιζονος αφροσύνη, μάτα χέρε.
Μάλα χέρε.
Ω, τα κέχμενο. Νούνε σχέδιο. Μόριας παρασκευάσματα του δανεστή.
Άνθρωποι νου να απολέσουν.
Looking for something? All right. Useful. Good. Useful. Good. All right. See you later.
Έκρινον απεργίαν ποιήστε ετούντες αύξησιν. Οή, της μίζωνος αφροσύνης. Η πόναξ έστραψε την άγγια λεύρου. Και να χριονίζειν.
Μάλα χέρε. Το θηρίον εμένυνσε. Είτε.
Η ατοπιή ζητώσιν ως πλήστον άλαβον σύτου
Επριάμινη ποζίγεν. Θεή.
Some mutual benefit, friend?
Ως μου εχθές είπε τας πρώτας του λέξη. Πάτερ που τέστην.
Τι λέγεις, άνθρωπε?
Ο ή βαθιευμένον ουν έσχεται.
Εξήγοντα πολλούς στρώματι θαρθέντη το νερό. 10.
Το θηρίον εμένυνσε. Είτε.
Later, friend.
Μπράβο. Μα λίγαν τάραξε.
Εάν μη άκουσαν δικαστές...
How can I assist you? Πάλι ταύτα. Πού δίναμε. Καντός χρόνου. Αλλαγή. Μάλαχε. What can I get you?
Decime caleo, es nuovo, grazie. Φωνή μη άκουες, θα πας τη φωνή.
Μωρία πανταχώδεν. Κορεσμό ψυχής εκ των ένδων.
Άνθρωποι αγαθέ,
Τι αυτή η
άνθρωποι
βλαγία.
καλέ, έτσι τα
My
δέωρα.
thanks. Farewell then.
Ιδιώτης ανθρώπων, ούκ εκφέρας.
Θηρίου εγώ δεν μου παραγίγνες πετάκα. Ό,τι συμμορία. Ακούεις γαρμή.
Μόριας παρασκευάσματα που ήταν
Της οφθαλμής γαρ, δια νέα νέα. Πότε διδάσκεσαι Ελλάδα. Τι πω πρώην και εχθές.
Αμελής εσύ. Πού καλάβνεις η γνώση.
Clear the way! Καλό. Ναι.
Ιδιώτη, ώραν βουλήμι τη μηχανέστερη να εξελεύθεις.
Κυρίου, εδώ τι μου παραγγείλεις.
Μα μία γαντάραξε. Τι πρέπει.
Ελέγχου δε πόποτε ώρα κάτι αυτή να φωνεί.
Είναι αποφανήν, πολέμου κρύξεστε. Ού έντατε.
Είναι αυτήν φωνήσεστε.
Όχι, της μέιζωνος αφροσύνης.
Σκόλη, ψημί, άνθρωπε.
Μόριας παρασκευάσματα του ήταν εσύ.
My dearest.
The snake and Gennadios are dead. It was Eudoros. He died flailing in the baths.
I wish I had been there.
My wife. My wife.
Dee.
Hey, I was wondering if I should pull you out. Your adrenaline and BP are elevated, and it's affecting your heart rate and hormonal markings. Serotonin and oxytocin in particular. What happened in there?
Aya's here.
Who's Aya?
My ex-wife. I could feel her nearby.
You can feel her? Pretty sure that's the bleeding effect. Along with Bayek's memories, you're also experiencing his emotions.
No, you dork. I think she's actually in this cave. Spouses usually share the same tomb.
A second mummy? We should really report to Abstergo.
Maybe after I find Aya.
I'm gonna call it in if you don't.
Deanna, no! If you do it their way, I'll get no credit. They'll cut me out like always.
Okay.
There.
What is it?
The bleeding effect is...
So long, and thanks for all the fish, Berkeley. March 21st, 2006. The day Layla Hassan drops out of college. That's right, Professor Moore. I'm not finishing that Jane Eyre paper. I got a job, and I'm headed to Philly next week. This whole classroom thing, it's not for me. Mom and Dad are freaking out, but they'll accept it. I'll be working towards something real, making real money, and I'll be closer to home. Not that I'll visit any more often. Sophia promised there would always be a place for me at Abstergo, as long as I show them what I can do with a circuit board and a pair of pliers. Sure, I'll have to work my way up to a place on her special project, but that doesn't matter. It won't be long before she or her father, Mr. Alan Ricken, notices what I'm capable of and asks for my help on the Animus. I swear, I get more done reading the latest copy of Wired on the toilet than the rest of the guys do all day in the lab. I mean, the body band? Really? If people can't take a walk on their own, they aren't going to listen to a watch that tells them to do it either. This is all so pointless. I should just go back to... Wait. That's probably what the body band would tell me to do. What I should do is build something that will simultaneously blow people's minds and the doors off the Animus Project. Nothing at Abstergo Fitness is going to be big enough for that. I'm bored as hell. But there's nothing like boredom to stimulate creativity. Yep. I think the body band needs a little adjustment to its language processing program. The right decision always feels like home. My stuff's the same. My locker smells the same. It's like I never left. But I did. And I can never unlearn what I know now. How will it change my work at the Historical Research Division? Hard to say. All I know is that it will. Our Dom booked us a lunch. Nothing fancy. She wanted me to meet Deanna Geary, my new medical officer. She looks like she was born in the middle of a cornfield, but she seems okay. I can't believe she left homemade cookies on my desk. I don't know why I told her about getting stood up last weekend. I never talk about personal stuff at work. At least it seems like I can trust her. You need that to stay alive in the field. Too bad most of Abstergo's tactical units don't consider trust a priority. Aho, the portable Animus. No mention in the official credits, but all those emails, all those middle-of-the-night phone calls from Madrid, there's a lot of me in there. Sophia, if I'd known you just wanted to strip mine my brain and leave me in the dark, I never would have followed you. Go away! There's no candy here! Nothing in life is ever free. Ever. The Animus. I can tell. I know it wouldn't have worked without my advice. Just look how they did the heat sink, the VRMs, the high amperage rating by transistor. It was me who told them it would offset failure of the... What's this? Hello there, DNA reader module. Are you ringing my doorbell? Maybe there's some candy here after all. I've come to the conclusion that Sophia is shit at hiring staff. The entire Madrid facility. Ugh. How do they not see it? It would be so easy. You just have to parse the genetic memory input and work from smaller data pools. You could even process incomplete samples and still create a reliable model for high levels of synchronization. The reader module and the decryption software would need an update, but it's doable. Madrid's probably congratulating themselves just for getting this far. Meanwhile, I'm partying with some congealed veggie curry, 3 plasma screens, a disassembled Animus, and Raw Victoria's debut album on loop. Sahete. Dee will be mad when she sees how I use Milton's DNA, but what did she expect when she asked me for help? I needed someone's genetic profile to test the Animus, and, well, His was right there. All in the name of science. I like morning briefings. They're short, minimal nonsense, and they have free coffee. No downtime this week. They're putting me and Dee on a plane to Alexandria 2 days from now. I don't get why Hathaway's in such a rush. We're being deployed to extract an artifact. If it were a person of interest, the push would make more sense. A person could be halfway across the world in a couple of hours. But an artifact that's been sitting around for 2,000 years, it's not going anywhere. An artifact of high interest. Heard that before. It always ends up being some crappy pottery shard or half an old book. My animus runs on DNA, not tableware. It'll be strange visiting Egypt for the first time since 2013. Back then I went looking for my roots and found trouble instead. It's good that Dee's coming. She always keeps me from doing anything too stupid. Turns out the artifact of high interest is also a person of interest. A mummy. And a golden opportunity. I've informed Dee of some changes I'm making to our assignment parameters. She acted mad, but I know she's eager to see my animus field tested. Abstergo won't mind. Well, they would if they found out, but they won't. Hathaway's intel was a disaster. They have no idea what's going on with this extraction. Field tech is fun and all, but that's not why I left Berkeley. If the animus lets me ride DNA this old, if the reader can model the missing codons and extrapolate the genetic memories that aren't mine, Sophia would lose her Abstergo. Abstergo will come to me on their hands and knees. My name will be right up there with Warren Vidick's. Ana Metakida Minda. Too bad the Madrid facility got blown up. But I bet they'll build a new one soon. This one will be in Philly, and its lead engineer will be Leila Hassan.
She's down there. My turn for a leap of faith.
Leap of what?
Damn, that's cool. I was right, she's here.
Oh, there you are, thank God.
I can almost taste the blood.
Okay, you're making less and less sense, Leela. We need to report.
Not yet.
Not yet? So when?
Well, I can't chew my way out of here. story will be told.
What are you doing now?
Climbing. And it's hard, so... Uskuti, will you?
Fine. Let me know when you get to the top.
I'm going back in.
Why?
I took a DNA sample from Aya. I want to see her memories.
Look, I get that you're excited, but the more risks we take, the worse things could go for us.
It's my dream on the line here. Let me do this my way. Damn it, my papers went everywhere.
Whoops, anything important?
Yeah, the notes on the Animus. The genetic sequencer blueprint. Never got the creases out. Generator's holding up. Good job, Layla. Aya's DNA needs to go in the Animus. Adding Aya's DNA to the chamber.
It'll take time to sequence. You won't be able to sync with her memories right away. Layla, something else you should know. Since you're mixing gene sequences in an uncontrolled manner, the transition between memories will likely be unpredictable.
I'm comfortable with unpredictability.
Yeah? Well, I'm worried.
You always are. Dee never puts in enough snacks.
I told you! The Animus hasn't finished interpreting Aya's DNA yet!
Fine, fine.
What is it?
The snake. What if he was not the last?
Of course he was the last. They are all dead. Justice is done. If there's any question, Apollodorus will know. He knows all.
And where will I find this man who knows so much?
He is with Cleopatra. But find his man first near the Hippodrome.
Hey!
I'll tell Phanos that Gennadios is dead and meet you later. Enjoy the Hippodrome. Don't lose all your money at the races.
Παύλε, αμελή άνθρωπε, πού κοράν δίνασε.
Τι πλέον μέλους η ώρα. Προδεινούν αφορές.
Whoa.
Κύριε, we're innocent. Nothing. Good and bad.
Elliot, sorry. Demek ezberler an.
Μωρία, Παρασκευά. Τι συμβάν, παιδες! Λέξον, λέξον!
Şemmeni nesu, tenate.
Whoa. Whoa. Aya sent me to speak to Apollodorus.
Shh. I'm sure you can appreciate that my master takes precautions concerning those he meets.
I have a question only he can answer.
I will tell him you seek his counsel, and that Aya recommends you. Wait for tonight. If he sees fit to meet you, you will be found near the lighthouse then. Until then, the Hippodrome's commemorating one of its greatest racers. Plenty of drinking and festivities, along with the races themselves, of course, if that appeals.
My dear, sweet Callius. My poor, sweet baby.
This place is heavily guarded.
Hey, hold on.
Go where you can.
Hey.
There you are.
Apollodorus.
You there! Are you here to kill me or to be my friend?
Friend. Bike of Siwa.
Ah, then your help, please. You are Aya's Magi, huh?
Any other survivors?
Only Damastis. They took him prisoner.
And the scroll? What of the scroll?
Damastis had it.
That ass Damastis should have destroyed it. Cleopatra owes you much. Can you get to a healer by yourself?
I've killed Eudorus.
Huh? Well done.
He was the snake, yes?
Man to man, Bayek, there is much you have yet to understand.
Man to man, I need an answer.
I must take the measure of you first. Rescue the masters and recover the scroll. And then I will know if you're the man that Aya claims you to be.
Where is this Damastis?
He should be on the docks in Canopus Harbor. I can't risk that someone reads the scroll he carries.
Halt! Stay there!
Best not to draw attention here.
What? I'm going to gut you! My thanks. Oh, thank you. Get me to a safe place. I was going to kill all of them. That damn cage was too hard to get out of, is all.
Apollodorus sent me to help you. Give me the scroll.
Scroll? I do not have any scroll.
Your job was to carry it.
I hid it on our ship. I did not want it to fall into the wrong hands.
Where is the ship?
At the bottom of the lake. They sank it.
Ah, very well. I will get it. Apollodorus is waiting for you at the lighthouse.
I will tell him to find you near the sunken ship.
that precious scroll. Neck. You got love, a generous soul. Here's your precious papyrus.
Well done, Bayek. I see you are a capable man. Someone I may be able to trust. The scroll... meant for the Roman general Pompey in an effort to sway Rome to Cleopatra's side. She will be grateful to you for keeping the communication secret. She's at my estate. We're headed there now.
How does Aya fit into all this?
Her cousin Phanos informed me that she was a driven woman stalking deadly prey. It so happened that I also had reason to bring down this prey. When Aya was successful, I stepped in to protect her.
We are grateful.
And we are grateful that you have eliminated Eudorus. He was an odious individual.
I should tell you that in addition to Eudorus, I put an end to the Phylacetae of Alexandria, Gennadios.
Gennadios? I am very glad he is dead. But it will cause serious problems for you. The Phylakis are a tightly bound group. And murderers. They will certainly come after you.
So be it. Can I ask why you wanted Eudorus dead?
You will learn more at the villa. The Queen enjoys the life of high society. I'm pleased that Aya is bringing some sober substance to Cleopatra's social circle. She is an extraordinary woman, your wife.
I know.
Bayek, before I can disclose all secrets, Cleopatra must meet and approve of you. She can be particular. Let me give you some advice. When you approach the Queen, bend your knee in deference. Speak only in reply. Yours is not to question, but to answer. Do not be distracted by the festivities. She has a large entourage, and they like to amuse themselves. Sometimes to excess. Speak clearly, in measured tones, and above all, do not meet her gaze. Ready?
I cannot wait.
Catch me! Catch me! Come here, both of you!
Yes.
She caught me with her husband.
The sensation is most delightful.
This way.
She doesn't hold the crowd. Please.
Where is my opium pipe? I will sleep with anyone as long as they agree to be executed in the morning.
Like Xantivis.
He was well satisfied with his bargain. Who is this toothsome fellow? In mehoto ek nebsheve.
My queen, this is,
Well?
It is a generous offer. But I've already pledged my life to this woman.
Aya, you have chosen well. Come, we have much to discuss. Celebrate, my friends!
You were meant to kneel. Ah, Pashremta. Meet Aya and Bayek. They put an early end to Eudoros.
Delightful. You are joining our efforts, then?
We do not know what your efforts are.
Eudoros was a member of the Order of Ancients. They are responsible for my exile. They tore me from my throne.
And why should I care about them?
The snake has many heads. Those heads make up the Order.
The snake is the man who killed my son.
It is not so simple.
What are they talking about?
I don't know. They must know something.
The Order of Ancients seeks to control all Egypt. Ptolemy is but their puppet.
We have informants in each region. They have been unable to touch the Order.
Across Egypt, mysterious forces work against us. For instance, here, in the Nile Delta, the endless sands swallow up whole villages, yet a malignant human force moves with them. That force is one of the Order of Ancients, called the Scarab.
And over here, in most sacred Giza?
A shadowy figure called the Hyena controls all that occurs. What is certain is that Giza is the land of death and loss.
And then there's Memphis.
All is cast in my land. Even the sacred Apis bull himself. The one called the Lizard has worked a sort of diabolical power.
So the snake is the Order of Ancients?
Yes. Eudoros was known as the Hippo.
You are right, my love. He was not the last one. All of these are.
When the Order wants something, as in Siwa, it does not hesitate to crush all in its path.
For Siwa, now Fayum. It is the most oppressed region in all of Egypt. Where the crocodile wields cruel power, the denizens live in constant fear. That is the fate that awaits all Egypt if we fail to stop the Order.
We need decisive action. It is time for assassinations.
We still have not found the man who killed Khemu. Our son Shed will weep with joy when we clear the map of those figures.
You are my Magi now. Protector of the true Pharaoh of Egypt.
So it shall be. Tonight, we drink, celebrate, make love. Tomorrow,
told her to hurry back.
Vägen! Gärd herå!
Careful you don't overfill the jars.
Where's this delivery headed?
Give me another portion of dates. Have you had Macedonian dates? I tasted some from a merchant last time I was
I seek the master brewer, Hakuf.
I have no time. Speak to one of my overseers if you must.
You misunderstand. I am a Magi. Apollodorus sent me.
Apollodorus, of course.
He sent me for the scarab, the shadow that darkens Sais.
Shh, please. That is an evil name to speak aloud. Apollodorus knows the people are suffering. In my position, many confide in me. Trade is strangled, the soldiers run rampant, and the weight of Ptolemy's taxation crushes the breath from us. Come with me. Let us retire where we have a roof overhead. There are many terrible stories about the scarab. I am sure Apollodorus told you. Tales of mutilation, disappearances, and folk buried in the desert and left to die. A horrendous fate, trapped in the shimmering sand, your mind and body pounded by the remorseless sun, waiting for the final release into the Duat. But these are only stories. There are real villains in Sais. But the scarab, if he exists, it is not safe to speak of him.
The investigations of Hakuf's agents, concerns of the people.
The last man who asked questions about the scarab was near beaten to death, with his tongue cut out.
Who was he?
Olgupa, father-in-law to the most powerful man in the region, Tahaka. That boy, Kawab, is his grandson.
Hey, you tired of winning? I'm looking for your grandfather. Do you know where he went?
No, he left on the road to Campiros. He should have been home by now.
I'll see if I can find him along the road.
Is there any news about Jessica?
Nothing since that demon soldiers arrested her. None escaped the Firebrand's fort alive.
guards here are vigilant. Hey, what?
You will pay for me! You are mine! Lighting the magazine!
You there! Stop!
I should be cautious around here.
I have a shot!
Pathetic! You're hardly worth fighting!
Halt! Stay there!
I'll kill you.
Eagle! Look out! I can hit him!
Halt! Stay there!
Hey now!
You should not have come here!
Target is in my range!
Shit, wait a minute. Die, die! Target in range! You won't outlast me. Aha, there! Well within range! Unstop the blaze! In my range! Come on! Who shot that? Hey! Wasn't lined up. Your senses, bud. Worms take you. I can take him down.
What are we to do with the beggar that Marcos caught in the Pelakitai's tent?
If he survives the beating the men gave him, we'll sell him at the harbor for a drachma.
Did you know he was mute?
Perhaps half a drachma then.
Not to draw attention here.
attack you! Wait a second.